YouTube sphere, man. Your boy Hoop Jargon back again. This news, man. I'm up early, as I told y'all. I'm in Houston, H-Town, my hometown. And some great news popped up, guys. Let me start this party off right. Appreciate everybody who's been tuning in to the channel. Yesterday show was a little crazy. We'll be back to normalcy, getting stuff together, and man, so let's just get into it, man. And so I will say I may do a part 2. I got a special guest that's gonna come on with very intimate knowledge about college basketball and recruits and bylaws and what have you, man. So just let y'all know, man. Just let y'all know we got some fire coming down the pipeline, man. And hopefully I can get him on this stream. He said if not, we'll do it Monday. So y'all stay tuned on that. I want to get my coaching friends on here, but I know they got to be tight-lipped about it. What's up, everybody? DA, what's up? What's up? What up, G? H-Town, stay down. Rap God. What's up, homie? Let's say this pandemic got us going, man. Boy, I wish I could pin that to the top of this chat. That's an understatement. That's an understatement. But yeah, man, but it's okay, though. I mean, and I want to say this before I go. Amongst grown men, sometimes grown men have grown men conversation and you move forward. I talked to DJ after the stream. I don't really know Lamont like that, so I haven't had any follow-up talk with him. But, you know, grown men talk about grown shit and they move on. I'm just assuming, because, again, I don't talk to Lamont, so I don't know what he has going on behind the scenes. But, yeah, moving forward, man, you know, let's talk about it. And speaking of devil, go DJ. So, yeah, bro, what's up, G? And man, so this is again, man. I'm like a kid in a candy store right now because, you know, I played college basketball. I think we all know that by now. And one thing I always never set right with me is that the term, what they call it, college, student athlete. Student athlete is just, and when I learned the etymology, meaning the reason why they call it that, it was to avoid having to pay the players like they were workers. So they couldn't get workers' compensation and stuff like that. So if y'all know, man, it's horror stories about guys who committed to Division I contracts and didn't get like surgeries and stuff from, you know, playing related injuries that, you know, are debilitating. You understand what I'm saying? And the NCAA likes to worm through these little intricacies, man. And now I gotta say this, to be a functioning business, which the NCAA is a business, ain't no damn realm for just college athletes just to be college athletes, because if that was the case, they would still have professors and assistant coaches being the head coach, basically. So basically meaning you're not getting a salary off of coaching sports. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so glad this is happening, man. The NCAA is full of shit, man. And I've had this conversation, man, literally with this chick, and I forget her name, man. She was on the board under Andrew Luck's dad. She was on the board, right? They was talking about, man, you just don't know, and all these schools need Title IX to survive. I was like, bullshit. The two main sports that are bringing all that revenue in, no, she's saying, but Title IX, it makes it fair because some other sports wouldn't exist. I know it don't, because football and basketball pulls enough of the weight to give to them other sports that are not even close to clearing a profit. But that's the company line, though. It's the company line, though. You gotta let the illusion that this is some great entity that is making forward a product for the betterment of kids. And in some loose way, it may be, but for the most part, I mean, y'all see the same shit I see. Like, come on with it, man. That is and they play this game. It's like a shell game of money where they move around these universities, and they act like basically none of these schools are turning a profit. So you telling me you got enough money to pay Mike Calipari multiple millions of a year, but multi-millions of dollars a year to coach at Kentucky, but y'all's program as a whole is barely turning a profit. In the business world, they would say a ridiculous business plan. If they bought that bullshit to Shark Tank, the NCAA couldn't get Mark Cuban to fund them if they brought that model to them. That makes no sense, man. And I'm tired of them getting away with it. Let me say this. I understand the world, how the world works, and I don't get frustrated by stuff I can't control. But I do get a little miffed when you put this company line out there, like y'all for the betterment of kids. When you come on, man, like let's be real, let's keep it real. So I'm glad the Supreme Court is about to press their ass, man. I'm really glad about it, man, because this is something that it's almost been a speakeasy deal. But I guess right now, the year it was a big bill among it was awarded past last year. I forget the court case, but what you'll find, the year 2020 was like literally what it sounds like with vision. It was the year of the great revelation of things to me. And this was one of them. So this is one of the follow-ups of like Ed O'Bannon doing that likeness thing. That's why people, we don't get college basketball games anymore. All this stuff is all coming to a head right now, man. And again, man, I love college sports. I love professional sports. But if you need to take it down and restructure it, I'm with it, man. Because at the end of the day, the kids are getting fucked. Now, again, you're the employee, they're the employer. No problem. But just don't sit here and lie and say your business is like this when you know goddamn well that that's professional sports at that level. If you ever played Division One, been to a Division One game, let's just say it that way. It is a professional production. You understand what I'm saying? I remember my junior year playing against Louisville at Freedom Hall. Rick Pitino across the bench. I was just starstruck. I was like, damn, I get to play against Rick Pitino. Goddamn. We in Freedom Hall, 40,000 NBA scouts there. And one of my clips is on YouTube, man. I'm going to try to show it one day. But yeah, man, I had like 8 points, 8 rebounds. We lost by 20. I mean, that was number 3 team in the nation at the time. Anywho, that was a professional setting, man. I never felt so nervous in my life, man, because everything was on point, man. The intermediate shows, the professional band that played before the game, and it was ESPN was there, obviously. It just was something to marvel at, man. And that is what that NCAA experience is, by and large, with the upper tier schools. You know what I mean? And so when they tell me it's amateur stuff, like, nah, amateurs like D2, low major D1. You know what I'm saying? Nah, hell no, I ain't going. Does anybody ever watch the Florida, especially when Joakim Noah played? I played at Florida. And I remember when Joakim Noah started doing the Gator Chump and everybody went nuts. I was like, God damn, it felt like I was playing against the Lakers or some shit. But, I'm just giving examples of of high level basketball, and it ain't got nothing to do with no damn amateur sports. Them dudes, fucking Florida had 6 NBA players on that team, bro. Ain't nothing about that amateur, man. And I think 3 of which went in the top 10 picks. All right, let's see. So you have a point to show less profit as possible for tax purposes. Absolutely. That's what, and again, these were smart businesses do, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a smart bill. I'm sorry, Rap God, I missed your question, brother. Let's see. This NCAA underpaid student athletes. Well, yeah, they don't pay them at all. Well, that's not necessarily true. They use these scholarship checks. Because when I played, we had swag checks. They're like $500. So, I mean, it didn't change nobody's life. But you'll see at the more upper tier Power 5 schools that they get a lot of free shit. They don't get money, but the swag check was a check we got. The other ones, I'm sure they get more money. I'm not familiar exactly what they get, but I didn't know they get a lot of shit. Somebody sat down and told me one time, I forgot. I probably was hating. Just mad to get all that shit. I'm like, man, I only got $500. Let's see. Appreciate y'all commenting, man. These keep me going when I see y'all's minds working with mine. All right, so NCAA has always been a scam. Yeah. In its purest form, maybe not when it first started, but the way they had it was a forerunner to make money, man. You don't have a successful business where it's all about just volunteering. Like, the money got to come from somewhere. It got to come from somewhere. All right, Rap God says, was your game similar to LeVar Ball at D1? Well, LeVar Ball was like a power player, the way he said it, but he liked to run too. He liked to run. He was strong. I was very fleet of foot. I would say I played like Chris Bosh. I had the mid-range, long, could run the floor. I was a lot more, let me say, athletic than Chris Bosh, and not in the sense that I'm NBA athletic, because me and Chris Bosh ain't. I've actually did it. So this is many moons ago. It's funny. And I said this on live yesterday. I've done a lot of shit I be forgetting about. So I did a Got Milk commercial in 2010. This was right after he signed with Miami, and Chris Bosh is from Dallas. I was in Dallas. I was his body double. And so I actually got to chop it up with Chris Bosh, man. And we're the exact same age. And we was talking about some of the guys I knew that knew him. And we actually dated, I keep her name out this live, but the same girl, like, I dated her right after he left Georgia Tech and went to the NBA. And I went to junior college, told you I went to Mountain View College, and I met her in JUCO. So she's always talking about how her and Chris broke up or whatever. And maybe he just was dealing with her. I don't even know if it was even an official boyfriend, girlfriend. But yeah, man, I got some funny backstories in life, man. So Chris Bosh, man, I would say, yeah, a little bit of his game, he probably had, well, he had a better background game, no question about that. But I would probably compare my game to him, but just a lot more athletic as far as dunking and shit like that. Have y'all had a chance to read Chris Bosh's player tribune about NCAA? No, I haven't, bro. You have to share some of the contents of that, man. I'm very interested to hear it. Because a lot of dudes, here's what happens. The NCAA is like a mob, man. So when they first transition, nobody ever speaks on it because you got to go get your NBA money. And usually you'll see when brothers kind of sit back and like they see how a professional world roll and they see that the new youngins coming down the pipeline, they like, yo, we got fucked. You got fucked, man. You was not an equal partner like they try to sell it as. And I want to say this too. So I know a lot of people that their chief argument with this is, well, you get a free scholarship, blah, 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 blah. And in some respects, that's true. The other side of the coin is when you're a commodity that brings that much to the thing, you shouldn't be negotiating on the same terms as, let's say, a soccer player. Not picking on the soccer players, but if you were not turning a profit to the school, you're getting the exact same thing. You understand what I'm saying? And so a lot of people have kind of learned to just condemn NCAA players. I mean, now I will say this: if you sign the letter of intent, you gotta be down with the terms, man. That's just life. It's like at work, you can't show up your second day at work and then demand a bonus. That ain't how it works, man. So I understand both sides of the coin, but at the same time, it's about time that top level athletes start exercising better options. And I think to go back to LeVar Ball, I think when you create a JBA, when you create alternative means, when guys see that you can go overseas like what Melo did. Now I would say Damian, we've seen Emmanuel Mudiay, we've seen Jeremy Tyler, we've seen Brandon Jennings go overseas too. So LaMelo Ball was not the first to do it. He just was the first to have it so publicized. Let me say that. But yeah, when you start to evoke that thought in people, then you start to see change. That's why then with G League did the Rising Stars program to bring those guys straight in. The NCAA feel that heat, man. That they are not stupid. They're not stupid. These guys think years ahead of like marketing trends and money trends. That's why they pay these dudes these inordinate amounts of money, man, to keep their product hot of how it is. So when they keep saying this amateur status bullshit, I'm just like, nah, bro. You are not a competent business if that's how you go about business. Nah. All right, let's see. Can you imagine what it's like to generate millions of revenue for your school without being able to buy a meal off campus? Yep. Chris Webber was talking about it, man. He said he knew the game was real when he went to the mall and saw his own jersey. He couldn't pay for it. Chris Webber, man, when he was in Michigan, said he saw his own jersey. Of course, he didn't say Webber on the back, but number 4, Michigan. Who else fucking jersey is it? I just remember like Texas A&M, like their apparel sales went up like so much during Johnny Manziel. Dude ain't see a dime off of it. Now he came from old oil money, so he didn't need it. But still, man, that's nuts, man. That's nuts. That's nuts, man. Say rap guy said LeVar's the best sports dad in NBA history. As far as overall influence, that's hard to argue. That's hard to argue. All right, Austin, listen, don't get me wrong. I know that sports depend on capitalism, so I don't blame the NCAA for trying to profit, but that's true that their business is an example of free market economics. Yes. And again, sometimes y'all got to just hear that shit from somebody like Chris Bosh, man. Some of y'all just got to hear from somebody like Chris Bosh because I'll be on here talking all day and somebody say, oh, you're a bitter old athlete. Like, nigga, no, I'm not. But you got to hear from guys who you got instant credibility from, like Chris Bosh, like Ed O'Bannon. You got to hear it, man, because what happens is for every one of those who are served more as truth tellers, there's 150 50, 11,000, like Yin Yang used to say, that's gonna go and just, toe the company line and move forward. Just it's great. Yeah, I got so many opportunities. Next, you know what I'm saying? You gotta know, man. I told you, and I let in, man. They roll like the mob, man. They roll like the mob. Let's see. Those are snippets. I appreciate that, G. And Alan Hudson wants you to share that link, bro. Yeah, I want to check that out too, man, because it's only confirming what I know already. It's only confirming what I know. And so going back to the U.S. court hearing, so what we saw is oh shit, we get too comfortable over in this hotel room. What they are doing is that they're pressing about the terms of engagement of what amateurism is, and NCAA getting that work, man. Like, come on now, like the jig is up. So it makes me really wonder who didn't get paid to they even entertain this, because this ain't nothing they ain't know already. This ain't nothing they ain't know already. So somebody to piss somebody off, and now they starting to run their ass through the ringer. So I'm very interested to see what's going on, man. I can't lie, I'm not as interested in the NCAA this year just because I guess it gave me too much time off. But I mean, the brand is as strong as it's ever been. And I gotta give a shout out to my homegirl, Toya Wilson. She got the head coaching job at SMU. She was formerly she started her career, was it Manhattan University, as an assistant. Then she went to Prairie View A&M, my school, under Cynthia Cooper. And when Cynthia Cooper left, she took over the head coaching job. She won like 2 championships. Went to Baylor after that as assistant for like 6 years, and she was at Michigan this past year as an assistant. So she just got the head coaching job at SMU. So shout out to Toya. She actually gave my first interview back when she just took the job at Prairie View. Back when hoop jogging was way in the infantile stage. I'm trying to find that old interview, man. So she gave me an interview. She came to the crib and we chopped it up. I've also been to Baylor a few times and she's done my show. So I'm going to try to get her back on here. Let's see. They're going to hustle you, squeezing you as much as they can before you know any better. Chris Byers, there you go. And one thing I gotta say too, for you people saying, oh, you getting a scholarship, you getting notoriety. I'm like, well, you should at least be able to sell your shit. So if you decide you want to sell your jersey, you should be able to sell your jersey. If you get a conference championship ring, you should be able to sell that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because here's the deal. If you get sent off the team for whatever reason, you got to understand that in basketball, you don't get a 4-year scholarship. You get a 1 year renewable, meaning if the coach wants to get rid of your ass, he can do that. And it can be for the most frivolous reason. I've seen it on both sides of the coin, being a player and a coach. I've seen it. Motherfucker gets sent home, you just sick of it. And what you said in that person's living room and talked to their mother and their father and told them the world. But after a semester or two, it just tired of dealing with it, man. You don't renew that scholarship, man. So I'm not saying the coach is out of bounds for doing that, but that's just reality. So when everybody say you get this free scholarship, I'm like, yeah, it's a performance-based scholarship, man. Let's just say you're having a hard time grasping the concept. You need a little time. The model isn't set up to wait for people like that, man. All right, let's see what we got. Rap God says, which of the college basketball players are you an advocate for? Which of the college basketball players are you an advocate or support? Like current ones right now? Tell me which ones you mean, Rap God. All right, let's see. What do you think of KD getting fined $50,000 by the NBA so much? Yeah, I'm going to get to that one. Salute, who? What up, CA3? What up, brother? Yeah, so that's damage control. Because listen, at the end of the day, that money that they get fined, that's chump change now. Like us, 50K is a lot of people's yearly salary. So I get it. That's a lot of zeros on their fine. But, what's $50,000 to a dude making 40 mil? It's nothing. That's chump change. But here's the deal. So to keep people in tune to you are putting a level of authenticity in the sport, you gotta chop the head off people. You know what I'm saying? You definitely gotta chop the head off people. Like, you can't let them think that you got an organization that does not discipline people going out of bounds, because the buy-in people want players to not be all over the place. People want players to, quote unquote, go by the same rules as they do in life. When Ray Charles can see that professional athletes and us regular people, we don't have the same type of leverage in life. But you want to paint that illusion the best way you can. And so the way you do that is when players and coaches got a pocket, sometimes you got to hit them in the pockets a little bit. Because the average consumer is like, okay, $50,000, all right, that's excessive. Damn it, that's a lot of money. KD like, oh, okay, all right, I'll write that shit off next year. You know what I'm saying? But it's good for the brand. Let me say it that way. Because you just, at the end of the day, you can't paint the picture like you got guys who just going to go way out left, right? They're going to go way out left and basically say things that are deleterious to the upstanding nature that the NBA has worked hard to build up since like the Allen Iverson era when they try to clean the image up of the league. So you're not going to see them like the need to have to step backwards. That ain't what the the NBA is about. So that's the reason for that to me. Okay, Rap God, you back. All right. So you're saying Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green, or Jalen Johnson familiar with their game. So I haven't watched a shit ton. I am familiar with Cade Cunningham and Jalen Green. I made a video about Jalen Green. You know, I like his game, man. That brother gonna be good next level. I don't love this group like I loved last year, but again, I've watched less games. I kind of let in with that on the video. I guess after the just the break and then because it's kind of taking my attention away from the college product as a whole. I just watch girls NCAA a lot. I kind of laid back, so I kind of just focus on either if they play for a team or one of my coaching homies. I just happen to randomly catch them on YouTube, or if they have like a pipeline from like a sibling or a teammate that's in the NBA, then I'll pay attention, or a storyline behind them. That's usually what catches my attention now. Because, I'll be busy, man. I'll be all over the place. But now I like Jalen Green, man. If I had to pick from that bunch, Jalen Green for sure. Let's see. And I got to give a shout out to my little homie, John Walker, man. He played at Texas Southern. I spoke about him a little bit yesterday. He transferred from Texas A&M. Wasn't get a lot of burn. He's at Texas Southern doing his thing now, man. 6'9", do everything, small forward, man. That's my guy, man. Shout out to John Walker, man. All right, so back to the NCAA, man. And so I won't go super long-winded. I just had to get this word out here, man, because okay. Up 9 says Obi Toppin looking like a role player. Well, here's the thing, man. One thing I don't do is dogpile on rookies because. And I was telling people the same thing about Lonzo. I was like, man, you gotta let him get used to the game, bro. You gotta let guys be rookies and second-year players, third-year players. Very rarely do you have a Donovan Mitchell of the world who just come in just on fire. Have a Jason Tatum who come in on fire. More likely than not, you see the Julius Randle situation where he had all this potential at Kentucky. It took him a while to learn the NBA game on that. Now, that foot injury definitely set him back. But just him learning how to use his body the correct way. Learn how to shoot. Learn how to, if you're going to have the ball in your hand that long, what coaches always say, man, make your dribbles mean something. So it takes a while for dudes to put all that shit together, like Markelle Fultz. He's just turned into a serviceable player. Look at guys like Frank Kinalina, who he's still damn near unplayable. Or dudes like Dennis Smith Jr., who came out on fire. Now he may be back in rotation for the Knicks, but he's been struggling to get minutes, man, on his second team. So, Obi, I'm not going to really get on him until year 3 is usually my real evaluation, unless you just show you just can't play dead. Now, that dude, Anthony Bennett, I was like, oh, he's garbage. Like, I knew he was. I don't know how the fuck he became #1 pick. I don't know how many goats he sacrificed. How many blood rituals he did, man, because that boy he made out like a goddamn bandit. And I could tell from day one out, like, that dude can't play dead, man. I'm sorry. I don't know what the fuck that was about. Let's see. My man say Randall De'Aaron Fox has blossomed into All-Star. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And De'Aaron Fox, a kid I watched since like sophomore year of high school, man. Like he's always been a kid I like, man. What I don't like is some people propped him up as being the anti-Lonzo So you would use De'Aaron Fox as a prop to diminish Lonzo. So I wasn't cool with that shit. But just talent, that motherfucker's fast, man. Like I think he's been on varsity since a sophomore, and you can just tell he's a pro. I remember watching him at 16 years old. Like, that kid a pro. Left-handed, can move, athletic, great ball sense for the ball. I was like, man, that boy is gonna be good, man. So he ain't disappointing. That's for damn sure. Let's see. Rap God said, I think Cade Cunningham gonna be the next superstar. You ain't out of pocket for thinking that. You ain't out of pocket. I need to see more from these cats before I can put that stamp on it. And that's my fault. I should be checking it out more, but we be honest on these streams over here, baby. I ain't been watching enough to really put my hoop jargon certified stamp on it. Like I put on LaMelo Ball when he was 16, and I told people, because let me tell the story correctly. When LaMelo was 15, when he took over the Tino program, I was like, hell no. Don't like him. And you shooting a half-court shot, I mean, that's a coach's nightmare, man. Kid just pulled up from half like that. That's a coaching nightmare, man. That's almost like, yo, man, you don't grab some bench real quick. And then I saw him play in the summer league, and I think they played in Vegas, and they played Zion's team. I wasn't impressed, man. I just like, but then I didn't know he was playing up. I didn't know he was a year younger. So then when I knew that, I was like, oh shit, okay, yeah, he gonna look bad when he playing up. So when I saw him play in the correct sense, and I saw him go to Lithuania, I was like, oh yeah, that's a pro. Hands down, man. I know everybody, oh, he ain't getting no minutes on the big team because they had two different teams. I was like, oh, that's a pro. That's a pro. And I literally said that on my my lives I went on like 4 years ago. If y'all scroll to the bottom of my page, I did a live when I was at work. I had glasses back then. I got LASIK since then, but I said LaMelo is gonna be a star. I was like, LeAngelo, you may see him in the NBA around like 24 years old. That's what I said. And this is back when it was unpopular to talk about the kids. All right. NCAA men's basketball has really dropped off. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, it just doesn't jump out the screen with me. I would say the talent is a lot more spread thin. And I don't love how they play now, man. I don't love it, man. I don't love it. So, and I'm a UT fan, and we've been so up and down, man. It's just hard. It's hard. But we stole Texas Tech coach, so Shaka Smart's out of there. So maybe we'll. It's almost like if UT's good, I'll watch the whole season of everybody. When UT sucks, same with football, college football, man. UT, we don't suck. We're just not up to standards, and so it's hard for me to watch anybody. If UT ain't doing anything, of course I'm watching Prairie View. I'm gonna watch SWAC football, but it's hard for me to watch everybody else, man. If UT sucks, it takes away the incentive for me, man. All right, Alan Hudson say Dennis Smith Jr. is playing for the Pistons. Okay. He did get moved. Yeah, he sure did. So, yeah, I think he was, before Luka Doncic came, like, he was supposed to be the future of that franchise, man. Boy, would have fallen from grace. But, again, even with that, I understand circumstantially, you get caught in the log jam sometimes. There's too many players just like you. And that's what's going on. That's what's going on. Rap God say, I knew LaMelo was a superstar at Chino at 16. Oh, yeah. You had to be a stone hater to see now he was going to be a superstar. Or you had to be locked in so hard on LeVar's antics that you just refuse to believe what you can clearly see. And again, I've argued this thing in moment with people who highly respectable, who acumen and knowledge. And they just was holding on to it, man. Like, oh, he ain't even the top ranked player in California. And then when he went over to Spire, well, he ain't even the best player of the team. Rocket Watts is. I'm just like, come on, man. Stop it. All right, Daryl Higginbotham Botham says, what do you think about Mac McClung? Do you think he will be drafted actually good in the league? Is that dude who transferred from Georgetown? He transferred like to Texas Tech or something. I don't know. You gotta make me familiar because I told you I've taken a hiatus year off of NCAA basketball. I guess, I mean, it was too much of a break for me, man. I liked it. Okay, yeah, okay. I figured that dude. Well, I mean, when I saw him, I like him. He a little small a little bit, but he got a lot of game, man. Athletic and shit. Um, Texas Tech got a good year, so usually they pick guys who are successful on good teams. Man, I'm gonna ask my boy Yurick. So I'm friends with the assistant coach Yurick Malady, man. Let me get some insight for you. I'm gonna do this live again. Hopefully with my boy Hoop Insider. We're gonna do that Monday, more than likely. So now from what I see, I mean, I don't know how to compare him to the field. I mean, that's a cat. I mean, I do have experience looking at. I mean, I like him for what he is. I mean, I've seen, and not to compare him with other white guards, but I mean, I've seen Grayson Allen, who I thought was going to be phenomenal at one point. He stayed at Duke just 2 years too long. By the time he came out of Duke, I was like, bro, you waited too long, homeboy. Coach K got to you. So if he leaves right now, overall, I like his chances of getting drafted. Where, I don't know. I got to look at the field so I can make an educated opinion on that. I don't want to just be talking out my ass, but I do like his game, though. What happened to the Celtics? Man, that's a great question. I like freaking, what's the coach name? God dog it, man. I hate when I get on these lives and I just start forgetting names. It's my boy from Butler University, man. Brad Stevens. I've always been a pro Brad Stevens guy. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on, man. Sometimes your message gets stale. So maybe the guys are just not responding. Okay. So rap guys saying with the COVID-19 protocols they've been getting hit with. Yeah, I mean, that kind of stuff can mess with your continuity, man. So again, sometimes the message gets stale from a certain coach, so maybe they need to make some moves. They've been having that nucleus for a little minute now. I know they've been making tweaks. I just don't think, man, Kemba Walker's going to lead you anywhere. I'm a fan of his. Well, let me say this. I respect his game. The boy can hoop. I just don't like little guards, man, who mostly scores. I'll never like them. Because at the end of the day, you got to be able to physically impose your will at some level of the game. And I just don't like little guards who only can score. Well, not only, but mostly can score. That's what's the best thing they do. Like Isaiah Thomas, I never liked him. Not old Isaiah Thomas, little baby Isaiah Thomas. I just don't like that style of play from that position as far as being a championship level product. I don't know, man. Because that's a team you've been able to pencil in the last 3-4 years, man. Just, they going to the ECF or close to it. And Jason Tatum's only getting better, man. Then they got rid of a lot of that small forward problem they had. I mean, is Cantor still playing for them? So, yeah, y'all hear me in the comments about that. I just think, man, some teams just, you got to make some real change going on. Maybe you got to move Jaylen Brown. Maybe you got to move, some other cats, man, just to kind of reinvigorate that mess. I know with Gordon Hayward leaving, I know that they said he was a problem at one point, but that's Brad Stevens' guy, man. So maybe that's messed up their chemistry a little bit. So we'll see. I mean, well, you can say what you want to say. Gordon Hayward's on a winning basketball team right now. And he said it's all because of him, but, All right, are you familiar with who are your favorite young NBA players? Favorite young NBA players? I mean, of course, in the LaMelo Ball. What's your cutoff for young? Let me say that. What's your cutoff for young? I'll say, okay, yeah, important, okay. What's your age cutoff, bro? But let me try to name something just in mind. I mean, to me, Luka Doncic is still a young player, and I liked him off rip. Who else do I like? Like PJ Washington. I like that the Christian Wood cat for the Rockets. I like, dudes. I like his story a lot, and he's a dude who to me, keep getting better. Who else I like? Youngin who I like. I mean, Halliburton, of course. Let's see who else. 19 and 24. Okay. Let me answer Daryl's question. I'll come back to that. I know it's off topic, but do you think about what do you think about Lonzo not being traded? Think he resigned with the Pelicans to go to another team offseason? You know what? Lonzo Ball is a hard dude he's a hard dude to figure out, man. Because he is such a happy-go-lucky, laid-back dude. A lot of guys project, of who they are through their mannerisms or like shit they say in the media. Lonzo he don't say nothing, man. And that's why I just can't understand why people dislike him so much. Like he don't say shit. He don't say a lot. So I don't have any indicators off his personality type or him just, saying shit that he shouldn't have said. So I mean, I would ebb towards that. He would love to resign there. I ain't see nothing against why. I don't see why he would. I think he gets along with Zion and Bi. Well, of course he gets along with Bi. We know that. Of course he gets along with them. I would say he resigns. I think he don't get that big contract he thought that he would get. Even with him playing good, because here's the deal. Like he's been typecasted right now of being more of a just whatever kind of guy. As far as his demeanor, his personality, and then you juxtapose it whether it's fair or not to his brother, who is like seen as this beacon of fresh air in basketball and all that shit. So people think associatively, man. So that may mess up Lonzo's bag, man. Just because he's not viewed as like that guy to evoke change in a franchise anymore. He's not viewed that way anymore. So people generally will pay players off of narratives, storylines, not necessarily production. So I think that's what we're seeing right now. I hope that he gets where he want to go. In my perfect world, I would love to see him. Oh, I want to say, too, with the young players, I like Pascal for Golden State. I like him, man. I think when Draymond Green hangs it up, I think if they hold on to him, I think it's in good hands. I like that kid. I like hard-nosed players, man. Yeah, so he is hard to figure out, man. I just you never know what you're getting out of Lonzo, man. He's a throwback kind of guy, man. He don't give you a lot to go off of. So, well, I guess we'll wrap it there, man. I appreciate y'all boys with me, man. So the NCAA, man, got some shit on their hands. We'll see if they get an opportunity to worm their way out this shit like we know they probably will. Until next time.